Welcome again to another of our coffee chats with the editor of the International Journal of Food Science and Technology. I'm Charles Brennan, and this morning who I've got with me is Professor Alessandra Marti from the University of Milan, thank you. Jet lag is setting in our tour of Europe. And what we wanted to do is have a chat, have a talk about your recent paper in the International Journal of Food Science and Technology. I think it came out in May 2023.
Correct.
So last year.
Yeah.
And that was talking about red lentils and pasta, and what was the title?
Okay, so it was the using pre-gelatinized red lentil in pasta production. So it was relating the starch properties to the quality of the product.
Oh, okay. And why did you do this? What gave you that idea?
Yeah, we are all aware about the positive impact of pulses on sustainability, on mitigation climate change, on biodiversity, on food security and nutrition. But the consumption of pulses in the Western countries is still low. And this is due to sensory and technological issues of using pulses in food products. And so the setup of processing such as pre-gelatinization, such as pasta making process, is a way to improve functionality of pulses and to reformulate staple foods such as pasta in order to diversify the use, the consumption of pulses. Yeah. That's the idea.
So I was out yesterday having lunch, and a lovely pasta dish. So can you see your lentils being part of that pasta in pasta dishes for the consumers?
Absolutely yes, absolutely yes. Pulses are even, very nutritious grains, sustainable, they are gluten-free. And so this is good for one side, but for another side, the lack of gluten creates some problems, some issues during the processing. And so when we reformulate food products, pasta, using pulses, everyone is focusing on the protein sides, but starch is the major component in pulses, and starch plays a key role in gluten-free products. That's why we wondered about the role of starch in pulse pasta, red lentil pasta, and how the pre-gelatinization process carried out at different level can affect the dough behavior during pasta making, the starch structure, and the quality of the final product.
So the quality of the final product is how it feels when you eat it?
Yes.
So your pasta, sometimes when I eat gluten-free food, it's a bit bitty and it falls apart and there's no structure to it. So how have you got around that?
Yeah, by using pre-gelatinization as a pre-treatment to modify starch, but also protein in such a way to create a cohesive mass that can be extruded and can withstand to cooking stress during the cooking in boiling water.
So it gives stability?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gives structure. And this is very important from a consumer perspective, but also for industries, because they can, modify the pre-gelatinization process to modify the degree of starch modification to assure the right quality to the raw material for different applications. So not only pasta, but pre-gelatinized red lentil can be used even for bakery products.
So you can see your work on lentils going out to industry and having an impact then?
Yes, absolutely. And this is just the first step. So we learn a lot from this study, of course. We learn the impact of pre-gelatinization of red lentil on starch properties, on dough rheology and pasta quality. But this is just the first step, because many questions arise from this study. And for example, what's the impact of the type of pulses? So we studied red lentils, but what about chickpeas or other pulses? or again the use of pre-gelatinized flours for other applications, or we are investigating other treatment, other processing to be applied to pulses and to red lentils to enhance the production of pulses enriched products. And in this regards, at the University of Milan, with my colleagues, especially Dr. Bresciani, who is one of the co-authors of this paper, we are working in this direction, also thanks to the On Foods project, which is funded by the Italian government to improve the quality of food products.
So if you were talking to someone in the street, a consumer in the street, about your paper, how would you describe what you've done and its impact? So if you were talking to a camera, for instance, how will you sell the project that you've done and the work that you're doing at the University of Milan?
Okay, so reformulation of staple foods such as pasta is a good strategy to enhance the quality of product, to enhance the consumption of pulses with a positive effect on the environment, but also, of course, on human nutrition. And so our study was to set up the processing conditions, a pre-treatment on red lentils to improve the ability of red lentils to be transformed into pasta with a good cooking behavior and a good texture.
It's always a delight to talk to you, Alessandra. So thank you for joining me for a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and our chat. I'll put a link to the paper in the comment section below so that you can access your paper and other papers from Alessandra and the group in the University of Milan. But Professor Alessandra Marti, thank you very much and enjoy your cup of tea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.